Yeah, well, it's funny you bring up the blood because in an interview not long ago, Dustin said that he wants you to both be bleeding by the end of the first round. He wants it to be a war almost right off the bat. And in reply, I saw a clip from you the other day saying it's actually going to be over in 60 seconds.
Yeah,
Who's got it right here?
the man who always gets it right, Mystic Mac. He was born on the night of the first Poirier fight. Uh, you know, However, Dustin is a tough competitor, and I would love that also. To be honest, I would love a war. I would love, to be in the mix with it, and I am certainly ready for that. So let's see. I will have landed devastating blows within that first 60 seconds. If Dustin can withstand and stay in there, you know, more power to him, and let's get it on. Let's put the gloves up and let's go.
It's a return to lightweight. No weight cut's fun, really. It's not probably as bad as the 145-pound days, but how is the weight? How's returning down there from 170? Because in your pictures,
I'm
I have to be honest,
Yeah,
you look shredded. So how's it going?
I'm jacked and I'm shredded. So I'm in a tremendous place. I put the work in, Oscar. That's it. Making weight is difficult, but difficult things are not so difficult when you commit yourself fully. And in actuality, they become easy. And that's where I am at. I have done this flawlessly, alongside my team. All the work has been calculated, and I'm right there. I have got my body into a lightweight frame once again. I am full of energy. My training has ceased, not ceased, but my double sessions. I train most of the times twice a day. My last double split finished yesterday. Now it's just single sessions. The weight is on point. I have bags of energy, and I'm very excited to get in and showcase myself at 155 pounds again. You know, that's it. I put in the work, and I will reap the rewards.
I have to say, almost as an aside, when we talked about earlier the COVID talk, the camp, now listen to you talk about your weight, I'm hearing discipline coming from you a lot these days. It's kind of remarkable from the guy who's always accused of showing up late and stuff. It's you sound incredibly disciplined right now.
It's not hard to show up early when the interviews are from my home here where I'm staying. So, but no, discipline, structure. These are the true keys to success. You've got to be structured in your work. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to be self motivated. And those are the things I am. And I'm certainly a lot more mature, um, in all aspects of my life. And it's a good time in my life. A really good time. I'm in a really positive place. I've came through I've came through the ringer, I've came through a lot, and I still stand here before you, and I still prevail. So I'm very, very, very happy.
It's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Uh,
Thank you.
it's hard to talk about this fight without sort of the almost the elephant in the room. Habib Nurmagomedov, is he retired? Dana
He,
White doesn't seem to think
that's,
so.
you know, it is what it is. How you could walk away, at this stage is baffling to me. But each to their own. There's so many amazing fights out there, and even the fact that even the carry on around the Tony situation, like how I don't care about nothing. You know, you're scheduled to fight a man, no matter what. Fights must take place. You can't just scurry away from belts. It's been the hallmark of his approach, and I was not surprised to see him walk away, or scurry away, I should say. So it is what it is. We carry on.
Should the title be on the line for this fight between you and Dustin?
I feel it should be. I don't think Dana's going to be bouncing in to throw me a belt straight away, or to put a title on with the way the year went. But I understand that, and you know, I you know, the belts. What are the belts? I'm here to compete. You know, get some good competition in, and the belts will come. The belt. I think maybe the next bout is fair. I would have likened to see it this fight, but there were circumstances surrounding the man scurrying away, to an extent, and they've given him a bit of time. We'll see what happens. it's of no odds to me. I'm not going to get caught up in the politics of this business. I have in the past, and it's hampered me. So we focus on the bout ahead, and that's it.
In the co-main event, you got Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. They're two guys that they're sort of new to this sort of part of the card. You know, I mean, Dan Hooker main evented against Dustin, sure, but Michael's just new to the UFC. When you look at that co-main event, do either of those guys excite you? And how do you actually see that fight between them playing out?
I'm interested to see the bout between the two guys. I'm happy for them. You know, they're right up there now. They have a chance to make a name for themselves, make a statement, and come after it. I respect how they've gone about it in the press, and you know, God forbid if something was to happen to Dustin, I'd imagine it's either one of those two that I would be facing, and I would be happy to face them. And I'm ready for all oncoming competitors. So I'm excited to see the bout, see how it plays out. They're both different, very different stylistically. Even their attributes are very, very different to each other. So it's going to be a good bout, and I wish them well.
Is that the plan for you right now? Staying at lightweight, just sort of stay around this area and sort of see what fights come your way?
I would like to put a stint in at 155 pounds for sure. You know, I came into the UFC as a featherweight, and I went through the division. You know, I gave it my all in that division, and I tore through it like a chainsaw through butter. You know, interim title, unified title. Then I went up and, you know, reached for greater heights, went to the lightweight division, became lightweight champion, and became the first dual weight champion in the company's history. And then obviously, you know, other things presented themselves regarding the Floyd fight, and everything went where it went. I never really got a good, and then I went to the welterweight division also. I never got a good stint at 155 pounds, a consecutive stint like I done in the lightweight division or in the featherweight division. I'd like to do the same here in the lightweight division that I done in the featherweight division. Give it a good run and tear through the division. There's many good competitors, good fighters in there, and you know, I feel levels above them all. So I would like to put that stint in. There are dangling, you know, carrots or whatever way you would say it, like treasure chests that get presented to me. You know, we got world titles in boxing now. There's talks of you. Another edition I hear Dana talking on the MacLife interview also was Nate Diaz coming back down to the lightweight. I love that. I'd love to compete against Diaz. You know, we will compete again if it happens at lightweight, and you know, for a title, that would be something special also. So there's many great options that are in the works, and let's see what happens. I am ready.
Who would you like to see Nate fight at 155? He said it's not Tony, which I thought was a banger of a fight. But if you could book Nate in a fight at 155, who do you put him against?
I think if he's going to come down to 155, he should come down for me. To be honest with you, you know, I hear maybe giving him a shot in there, but Nate's a warrior. Nate's a goer. Nate shows up, steps up, and fights. You know, there's no need to be having him do. I wouldn't want to see him. It's not necessary. I don't feel to have him fight a 155 against another contender. I feel maybe it should be me and Nate. You know, if he's going to do 155, we could possibly do that for the belt. If not, I'd probably just fight Nate at 170 pounds again. You know, reason being, we fought at 170 twice. Why mix it up for the trilogy? You know, but if there's belts and titles and loftier things on the line, for certain, a 155-pound challenge with Nate would be something. So many great fights and many great options, and I'm very excited about every single one of them.
I've just got a couple more questions from you, and then I'll let you go. And I really appreciate the time with you today. You mentioned treasure chests. Manny Pacquiao's come out and said he wants to box an MMA fighter before he retires, and then the Mauricio Suleiman from the WBC said, you know, you're probably eligible for a boxing title basically as soon as you put on the gloves. Is Manny a goal for you? Is he still on the cards?
I know the talks are intensifying for this year. So I am excited for a Manny Pacquiao bout, and it's looking like it will take place this year. What time this year? I'm not sure. You know, I would like. We're going to have some good discussions with Dana and with the guys and the UFC after, and see where it goes. what's there, what do we want. I am open to it all. I am ready for it all. So I appreciate them comments by Suleiman, and I will certainly attain a boxing world title before I call it a day, and I'd be very excited to do that against Emmanuel Pacquiao.
Lovely stuff. And the last one from me, you posted on Instagram a few days ago a picture of yourself before the Eddie Alvarez fight and yourself before the Donald Cerrone fight facing off. And you said that the guy sitting in front of me now would beat both of them easily. I would like to know how. How do you beat those two versions of McGregor?
I am just faster. I am sharper. I am more, mentally tuned in. I am certainly more well conditioned. And that's it. It's me in fast forward. That's how I feel right now. And that's a great place to be in. It was not easy to get to that place. It was a lot of hard work. And, I didn't just come here to get here, I am continuing to go forward and climb forward. I don't think I've even reached my potential. I don't even think I'm 50% yet, so let's keep going.
I love it. Conor McGregor, man, thank you so much for the time. I look forward to seeing you in Fight Island, and I look forward to seeing you compete on January 23rd.
Thank you so much, Oscar. I appreciate the words, and I appreciate the interview. Thank you.
Never said I've been on my grind for 7 days. Need a race.